and Ashley for another wow.
Thanks for tuning back in, guys. I have an exciting spread for you today.
We're going to start off with some announcements. We do have things to share. So, up first on today's announcements, yes, it did snow in New York again. Yes, we are aware it's April. And in other news, it's sunny out right now and there's no snow. Also, we have a really exciting thing coming up for the people that live in Pennsylvania, because we know a lot of our fans come from Pennsylvania, and we want to make sure that our wine is available to you. So it is coming soon to you from your local UPS man. Do we have any other announcements? We do. We also have a very exciting partnership coming up with 11 other wineries in the region. If you don't follow our newsletter, you probably should go on our website.
Yep, we've got something right at the footer.
And you should sign up because you don't want to miss this. It's the greatest thing since sliced bread.
Another big thank you to our neighbors at Three Brothers for organizing our support local movement last Saturday.
That's true, yeah. Thank you to not only them, but every single other person who supported us.
It was fun. We'll link the video in the comments.
Yeah,
so
it was
you
so
can
much
check
fun.
it out. If you missed Support Local, you got to see what's going on because it's a continuing movement here in the region. So
Yeah, why not join?
Support local people.
All right.
Today we're going to talk about Gewürztraminer. Gewürztraminer.
Gewürztraminer.
That German grape.
It's pronounced Gewürztraminer.
Let me break it down for y'all. Gewürz, meaning spicy, actually stands for the floral spicy skin on the grape, which, by the way, the grape is purple. So Gewürztraminer means spicy village in German. And although it is a German word, it is actually an Italian varietal by land, I guess. Germans controlled the territory, but Traminer is now part of Italy. So Gewürztraminer, Gewürz, spicy, Traminer, name of the village, spicy village, Gewürztraminer, Italian. So being that the grape means spicy village, you can kind of allude to the fact that the floral notes in the wine are going to be a little bit spicy.
Not every time in the wine world does spicy mean spicy hot, like we refer to buffalo wings.
But when we call a wine hot in the wine world, we mean that it has a lot of alcohol. The grape overall is known for being floral.
Super floral.
Yeah, a little bit of that spice note to it. Very aromatic. It's one of those whites where you can smell it from here. It's a sommelier's favorite grape because it's pretty easy to pick out.
And it's also the beer drinker's favorite wine usually because it has that hoppy note, which is
the
like
spice.
the spice.
Yeah, the spice in the skin
spice.
is very reminiscent of hops.
Do you understand yet that this has a spice or no?
It even comes in a can.
It does. It even comes in a dry or a sweet style, so we got everything for you. We got something for everyone. Okay, today with the Gewürztraminer, we are pairing food from
Thai Elephant in Geneva. We need some wine in our glasses. Madame, 2017 Gewürztraminer from Zagaby Vineyards. Put your wine glass down. I'll pour it for you. No, put it down over there. Thai Elephant.
It's not only in Geneva, it is also located in Watkins Glen.
Pretty authentic Thai cuisine. Some of the best, the only in the area, so we're very lucky to have that.
Thai Elephant is super cool because they do this BYOB thing, like we were talking about last week with Kindred Fair, how you're able to, visit the wineries and select your favorite bottle and bring it to dinner. They offer that as well, and it's anytime. It's not just on
all
Mondays.
day, every day.
And at both locations as well, so that's awesome. If
Dinner.
you like some good Thai food, and
no corkage fee.
Better go to Thai Elephant.
Check it out online to see what the offerings are closest to you. We've got your Gewürztraminer covered. It'll be 20% off all week.
Both Gewürztraminers that we have.
Yep.
We do have two that we're tasting here today. Still, which is an off-dry style. And then we have our Bubbly, which comes in these awesome cans, and it is more of like a semi-sweet.
Gonna start with the still Gewürztraminer. Being the pig that I am, I ordered 2 dinners tonight. So I got the still Gewürztraminer to go with my chicken pad thai over here. Still Gewürztraminer for me, especially this one being an off-dry style, is a little bit nicer with something that's a little more mild so that those spicy characteristics don't overtake my palate. And I'm totally gonna go with that bubbly, a little bit sweeter style Gewürztraminer for my red curry, because the red curry has a nice spice, and hey, sweet and heat, good rule of thumb, because the sugar will definitely kind of take that spice. And that spiciness, I'm talking about the hot spicy right now in this curry, because it is hot, just like Sarah.
I have crab meat fried rice, and it looks really delicious. I went with something that a little bit less spicy, a little bit more plain Jane, but I am excited about the spicy floral aspect of this wine.
Shall we taste some Gewürztraminer, Sarah?
We should. Cheers! So,
there are 5 S's to the basic wine tasting.
The smell, sip, savor the flavor, swirl, sips.
C. swirl, smell, sip, savor. 5 S's.
Okay, so you want to sip?
See.
You don't want to sip first. I usually sip first.
Sarah does sip, 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 and sip.
When we see,
Beautiful.
it's white.
White
And
wine.
I'm going to show you a picture of the grapes because you're going to be very confused because they are purple, like Ashley said, and they're very beautiful. We leave the skins touching for about 10 hours, not only because they are colored, but because they have that spice. So we want to make sure that we capture that spice in this wine. 2017 vintage was actually great because it was an extended dry season throughout the whole time and the harvest. So it gave the fruit longer hanging time, which made it have some more flavor.
And winemakers kind of control the spiciness level of Gewürztraminer by how long the skin and the juice sit together. As you may know, if you've tasted Gewürztraminers from around the world or around the Finger Lakes, no two are ever alike, even if they come from the same vineyard.
So then after we see, we swirl. And if you're not as good as Ashley is, you make sure you want to do it on the table so you don't fling your wine everywhere. It's super embarrassing. And you're wasting a lot of wine to just splash it on your clothes.
You don't need to be super aggressive. What you're doing actually when you swirl the wine is forcing oxygen into the glass, and a wine glass is shaped like this to funnel those aromas up to your nose.
Gewürz is a great wine to smell. It is super enjoyable. It's very floral, lots of rose petals.
Grandma's perfume, not in a bad way.
Oh yeah, not in a bad way. It's not like that. So we swirled and we smelled.
Now we're gonna
Now
sip.
we're gonna sip. Now we're gonna savor.
That was the savor part. That's your final S. And
And
savoring the wine when you're kind of doing that subtle, like swishing or sucking the air in. You're forcing more oxygen in so that the flavors of the wine open up so that you can taste them a little bit better.
I'm getting a heavy amount of spice like we already talked about. I already expected that. I also get extreme fruit, but it is got a little bit of a sweetness to it because it's an off-dry style, but it's really smooth.
What kind of fruits do you taste?
Fruit? I'm just giving another sip.
I definitely
Same
get that
thing.
orange peel. I definitely get that subtle pineapple note. Maybe a little of that guava, but lychee is a common fruit descriptor for Gewürztraminer. And if you haven't had the lychee fruit, you can buy it in a can. You can get it in a martini. But yeah, hey, if you haven't tasted these things before, go to the store and buy them and taste them, and then you'll know what we're talking about. It's hard to put your finger on it sometimes when it's like on the tip of your tongue and you don't know what it is, but there are tasting wheels for that too. So I will also throw a link in the bio to my favorite tasting aroma and flavor characteristics wheel so you guys can start to discover that.
All right, I'm super excited to try this with the food because
It's gonna be so
super
good.
fruity, again spicy.
Nice, super nice.
As you can see, we couldn't wait.
In the light of me indulging in my spicy red curry dish, I'm gonna pop open one of these cans and we're gonna give you a little bit of information about these bad boys too. So that still Gewürztraminer we had was about 0.9% residual sugar, and this one falls at about 4% residual sugar, so we'd consider that more of a semi-sweet wine. You don't always want to swirl with bubbles. You can do whatever you want. Swirling is going to give you a little more of an aroma, but it's also going to damage the bubbles. Forced carbonation to get the bubbles in this, so that means there was no second fermentation. What we did is take the finished wine and we injected CO2 into it. That's how you get the bubbles.
Comes in these cans that we've been talking about, 8.5 ounces, about a glass and a half, and you get a whole liter of wine in a 4-pack. These both will be discounted, so don't worry. And so if you like something a little bit more sweet, you'll definitely want to grab one of these cans.
It's bright, you get that spicy characteristic, but when you add a little more residual sugar to the wine, it's going to bring out those fruit notes more. So this one I would say is much juicier.
More of like a melon taste.
Those tropical fruits I was talking about, pineapple, subtle in the still Gewürztraminer, much more present in the bubbly with that residual sugar. It kind of like, it's a party in your mouth. Gewürztraminer is usually a love or a hate grape. So if you try it and you hate it, that's okay. It just might not be for you. But like I mentioned earlier, so many different styles, ranges of sweetness.
You're bound to find one that you love. And all right, so we're gonna eat now. See ya.
It's fun because this curry sets my mouth on fire, and then I get to have the bubbly Gewürztraminer. It calms it all down. It's a party again. We're back. We ate. I'm full. It was so good.
Very delicious.
But what did you think of the flavors of the Asian cuisine with the Gewürztraminer?
So surprisingly, I did agree. I did like the bubbly better with my meal because of the lime that I squeezed over it. All of the fruity flavors just meshing together. It was really good.
Typically, when you're going with spicy food, you want something with a little residual sugar and sweet and heat. Like these little
Sweet and heat.
Gewürztraminer is king when it comes to this.
Sweet and heat.
Yeah, that's for
Sweet
sure.
and heat.
Thai cuisine has so many different options. I always recommend it, and Gewürztraminer is always what I recommend they take for that BYOB.
Thai Elephant, thank you so much for this meal. It was really great, and thank you for being BYOB. Lots of good stuff out there, people.
Well then, on that note, thanks for tuning in to Wow!
Yeah.
With Sarah and Ashley.
Thanks for coming back, guys. We really appreciate it. We don't know what we do without your views.
Seriously though. Subscribe if you haven't already.
Please keep.
We appreciate you. We appreciate you. Thank
We
you
do.
for watching.
Please share. Please comment. Spitting everywhere. So we'll see you next Wednesday, peeps, because we'll be here.
Now we'll produce a short segment on how to drink wine with your face mask on. So we've had a lot of requests. People are having a lot of trouble drinking their wine with their face masks on. So we figured we would show you how to do it.
It's really easy, actually. I don't know what the issue is. So here's the first way.
Here's the second
Here's the
way.
second way. Oh.
And the third way to drink it. So let us know which way works best for you. Leave a comment.